Well, welcome back to more Europa. As always, continuing off where we last left, which was the early phases of colonising. Because we've now started colonising in Greenland. We've got a province there. And we've landed some troops there. But I think it was also at that time as well where we're... Oh god, that income. But also at a time where we're sort of colonising, waiting for to get enough diplomatic stuff to basically get the stuff we want, such as overseas exploration. We really need that. I'm sure I had more of these points, but it's not. Holland's slowly driving me mad with these bloody requests of bloody support of independence. Keep telling them no. Good trading stuff. Is it because I was a buy explorer? No, didn't. Yeah, I think I mentioned in the description of the last one, I don't think colonial range is taken into consideration. So like when I colonise this, because then when I colonise this, if there's colonial provinces adjacent to it, like next to it, you can then just colonise. You don't have to worry about colonial range because it's right next to a territory that you have. But I don't know if this boosts your colonial range having like territories further, because I think it's based on your capital where it's positioned. So I don't know if it will boost my colonial range to where I can colonise North America. So I think it seems that the government that governs the least governs the best as far as the outside capital are concerned. Our non-involvement has proved beneficial and the local economy is booming. So we can get 100 plus local trade power, local tax modifier. Get that good tax income. Because we're going to need it. So we're going to start heavily suffering from colonial taxes. Once again, got tired commentary. Even though I overslept, I should have started playing this from recording this from around 7 to 8, but I've ended up doing it from 9 to 10 because man's overslept. But our colony is slowly getting now. 127 settlers. But it would get there faster if we had faster colonists. Because we've really got a bonus plus 20. That global settler increases a tradition, so if we get out of there it's going to boost it to plus 30. But the one we really need is land of opportunity. What I could do is colonise Sejua El Hamra, because that's a I have it as a ambition, or like a mission to do, sort of that will boost our economy if we succeed, which we will. But we're gonna run into problems with like the natives and. Ugh. So I can send them now, but I could send them there and just leave it as that, because then I could probably stop Castile/Spain from colonising there. But 1465, 15 years and ongoing. So if you're going at slow speed, this is going to take a while. Oh, scratch that. Evan the First to the Guard will now rule our glorious nation. Evan First's attention to detail and superior administrative skill will aid us in reforming our administration and maximising our taxes. Not as good as Emperor Shuln, who had 666, the devil numbers, but 5, 5 and 4 was much better than what the Regency Council was churning out. Might grab the Defender of the Faith. I think that says no legal heir. For me it's off the screen, but I believe that's no legal heir. Yeah, there we go. We've actually got income now. We've got about, instead of 636, we've got about 887. Not as good as the +9s we had, but you know, hopefully Evan has an heir who's almost as good as in his skills, maybe better. That's one thing with Cossacks, is you can name your heir. As I said, I'll probably get Cossacks when it's like over 50% off and it's much cheaper. And I'll eventually do the same with Mari Notra, whatever it was called. I'll put that next year or something. I get that. I don't know if I'll start like playthroughs of them though. And give it to a new expansion comes, I'll play for it. Don't know about that. Except Minecraft 1.9's out, but probably not gonna play Minecraft again. That's his request, or my friends want to do it. If they show up, I've been really eager to play multiplayer with them, but they're just like, nope, we vanished now. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, Pro's now making a bit of progress. They're both pretty much even. So we're telling us we can grab both. The only problem is, soon as we get the overseas exploration, we're going to need to get an explorer. Oh, scratch that. I think it was common sense that you can name your heir. Or was it a free patch update with Cossacks? Well, never mind. We've got our first heir very soon, very quickly, but his stats are shit. And I don't know if they go up over time. No, it's sort of like Crusader Kings 2, where your stats sort of, or you basically earn perks, traits over time, some positive, some negative. You know what? Yeah. I don't know if I should call him Sean the Second, because it might automatically do that. So, hey, we've already had a Sean, so he'll be the second, because it said Evan the First. So I'm going to hold off on that. The succession is safe. Named after his grandfather. So we've got now to follow on our place, but his stats are bad. And I'm not too sure if they sort of increase with over time. Well, last time I checked, that's gained 100 settlers since. So I was thinking in a second I'm going to boost. I was going to boost it even further, but then a few events happened. Because in the early days, this is going to take a while. Because 1450s are a bit early. So I've got to sort of prepare, you know, I have to get the stuff for it. So as far as well, because I think I just mentioned that with like Cossacks, like you can name your heir. Then a moment later, my heir, I can name my heir. So that might have been. It was rather, I think I was rather an idiot, and it's with common sense, or I think what it might have likely was the free patch with Cossacks, because that's what they do with every expansion now. They'll release a new expansion, and then there'll be a patch that comes with it that will add a few things. $1466. Well, hopefully our economy isn't going to take too much of a beating when I start colonising these 3 provinces once this one's done. Come on people, to the new world. About halfway. Halfway there. Because as soon as we get overseas exploration and that the global settler increase, that will help the colonies grow a bit faster. And we'll be able to colonise further. We'll explore North America. And colonise it. So I think Portugal is about to lose its territories it gained from Morocco back to Moroccan separatists. So if Portugal don't stamp that out, then what they've just basically took from Morocco is basically going to be returned. France is expanding its, yeah, it's taken on Burgundy, and I think it's winning pretty much. Brittany is getting taken on by Provence. Is that under France? I think it is, or it's allied with France. But that's generally sort of what France does when it's not fully formed. It'll over time wage wars with its provinces that it can eventually annex. The House of God is shaken. Great. There seems to have been a misunderstanding regarding the heritage of the great-grandmother of Evan I. It seems that she was the daughter of a lowly farmer from outside London. We'll take the legitimacy here. like, 'cause we don't want our prestige to go in the negative. Although 87 is not really good for our current legitimacy. But I'd like to see everyone rise up and try. We stamped them out before, we could stamp them out again. Oh god, are we even losing more income? No. Oh yes we are, it's gone down to 3 now. I think that's... Oh, we might have actually... Yeah, I think we lost that benefit now. For that 100% plus tax modifier. Well, we have good power projection. So we eclipsed Denmark and have long-time rivals. And Burgundy lived. I don't even know if it lost any territory. Unless it got vassalized. Or put in the personal union. No, but Leeds personal union, so. Oh, what's happened? In the middle of a very important state event at the court of one of our neighbours, our ambassador committed the most terrible forks pass. Word of this has spread, and our diplomats are finding life more difficult as our neighbours devote a large amount of time to laughing at them. Thanks, you idiots. Well, we'll see who laughs when one day we probably go to war with them and they're like, okay, we'll defeat you, Esmania. And also these like Esmania colonies like from North America just start coming in. Like Americans? What? What is that? Freedom, motherfucker! So slowly this is actually pretty much cut worthy, since it's me just sitting here chilling, but they're almost done, and probably the 20 minutes are almost done as well, surprisingly, probably. So pretty soon, sort of towards near the end, where once again we start making progress at the end, and then it ends. As soon as we get overseas exploration, we can grab these provinces. So we haven't even got to wait for this colony to finish, which is just under halfway. Yep. Oh, you know what? I think I'll end it here, because then it will start off next time with us getting the provinces. So it will start off more actively. But other than that, with this episode, I guess not too much happened. Basically, we got an heir. Well, the Regency Council ended, and Evan took the throne finally. And very shortly afterwards, he got an heir. We named it after the father of Esmania, Emperor Jongard. And we declined once again our request from Holland. So they just don't want to leave us alone. They actually feel friendly towards us. They are really tempting me to help them, they really are. But next time, next episode, we should see we get ourselves overseas exploration and the sort of global settler increase as well. So our colonies will grow faster and we'll grab these provinces, and then when we've raked in a bit more diplomatic power, we'll get an explorer to sort of tread down the same path that Folk Tudor did, and we'll explore North America. Yeah, until next time. See you then.